Associate Professor in Department of Management Studies at Vidyalankar Institute of Technology, affiliated to University of Mumbai. Dr. Swati Rahate ma'am, Head Research Center, JIT, faculty members and dear participants. On behalf of Department of Business Administration of Jhulelal Institute of Technology, I, Professor Suzia Khan, welcomes you all for 8th day of pre-PhD coursework on business research. Let me take this opportunity to introduce today's guest speaker, Dr. Jyotsna Golhar ma'am. Ma'am is working as an associate professor in Department of Management Studies at Vidyalankar Institute of Technology, affiliated to University of Mumbai. Ma'am is regularly coordinating with professional bodies like IMA, BMA, IMC, CII, YI, and MEDC. Ma'am was actively involved with district rural development for last 5 years for organizing state level exhibition along with various government bodies for creating marketplace to buy and sell homemade products made by women self-help groups. Ma'am is certified examiner for IMC Ramkrishna Bajaj National Quality Award examiner to assess Indian organizations against the performance Excel model. Ma'am is author of book titled Performance Management Practices for IT Companies and also published several research papers in national and international journals. Now I request Dr. Jyotsna Golhar ma'am to address our participants by sharing her experience and knowledge with us on search engines, Google Apps, Google Slides, forms, and documents. Please, ma'am.
Yeah. Thank you, Suzia. Um, Thank you for your kind words. It was indeed quite nostalgic to listen about our own self. We are not used to. We are always on the other side. But thank you so much. Um, I am not going to share something out of the world. It is very much what everybody knows it, and we are going to use it every day. You might already be using it. You might be much more faster, advanced user than me. But here we are there to help you, facilitate you with the options which easily have been provided by Google. And we as an academic faculties are using it since long. So whenever you feel like that this is not working or this is not which can be done in an easy way, you can stop me at any moment and then we can take it ahead. I hope this is okay. Am I talking to bots?
Yes, yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Yeah, thank you. Okay, now when we oh good, I got the thumbs up. Now when we talk about these different forms, I'll share my screen. I'll toggle between my screens and myself. Okay, are you able to see my screen now? I hope you all
Yes, ma'am. Screen is visible.
Yes, ma'am.
good. Please keep on talking to me, and if there is no disturbance, you can unmute yourself so that we can just quickly interact continuously. Okay. Now, when you are seeing my screen, what you are seeing, you are seeing your Gmail. Okay. So this is a Google account which everybody might be using it, and now you are doing your this workshop on Google Meet itself. So everybody might be having definitely is having a Gmail account. Now, if you see this Google account, this is what we use for your sharing of emails, documents, whatever you're using. But Google has a waffle option here at the top, right? And there you can see there is this is your account. So this is my Dr. Jyotsna Golhar. So D is highlighting the first letter of it. Then you have drive. Why drives to be used? Can somebody tell me why drive is to be used? Participants, please. Why we
For,
should use
for
drive?
viewing data,
For viewing
data,
data, yes, absolutely correct. Any other use? Why we are not using the folder which is on our desktop where we can access it anytime? Why
well,
drive?
it has more permanency. The data will be there.
Yeah, yeah, good. You are very close to it.
We can access.
Why Google has created this drive and it is so popular? What was the need of it? Have you thought about it? What happens when there's a folder on your computer and suddenly the computer or laptop, whatever desktop you're using, it scratch yeah, drive data can be retrieved easily than desktop, right? Of course. If something happens, there is some kind of a malware or some kind of a, say, virus attack or some whatever happens, and there is some kind of, say, problem with your desktop, so you can access your drive anywhere, from your mobile, from your laptop, from your, what we can say, desktop. You can access it anywhere. And what is the most important function is that what many people have said here, you can retrieve the data, you can retrieve the sheets, you can access it anywhere from wherever you want to log in at any part of the world, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. So what happens when you are logging in from any point of time? You are not only alone working, you are working with somebody else. So if, say, who is there? Oh, Kalyani. Say Kalyani and I am working. Okay, I'm somewhere else. She's somewhere else. We are working on the same Word file. So I work on the Word file on my desktop. Then I save it. I attach to the email and I send to her. Then she opens the file. She does some work. Then she attaches it the file again to me and she sends it. Are you understanding what is happening in the process? We are wasting a lot of time, we are wasting a lot of, what we can say, e-data, which is unnecessarily created on the server somewhere or the other, that is been created. Now to avoid this, what we can do, we can share files. So what if Kalani and I working on the same Word file, and it is being retrieved anywhere, on any PC where there is internet option, and we can just retrieve it. You can also have, without internet, we can sync the data. I'll tell you that also. So are you understanding why this drive is so important for us? So whenever you're doing research, and now you all are just going to do PhD or just about to do start your research work, you always work with some kind of an say, co-authors or your guide. So it is always easy for you to access the Word files from the Google Drive. So what will happen, whatever Word file you are doing it, you don't have to keep on saving it, or you lost the data or something. I was working on some old file and I inserted the chart and some kind of the file got corrupted and I could not retrieve it, and all these. So all these hassles can be avoided. Are you getting? So for avoiding these hassles, what we do, we just use this option of what we can say, drive. And you can use the there's a option called as, what we can say, Google Sheets. Okay, then Google Slides, and what we can say, Google Docs, that is can be used for questionnaire. So, and these are all similar options what we are using every day in terms of your what we can say, Excel. So other option for Google is Google Sheets. If you're using PowerPoint presentations, use Google Slides. If you're using what we can say, Word file, you can use Docs. So this becomes easy option for anybody to work with you. You can have a collaborative approach. And now, because of this pandemic, we have seen people working from home, people working from offices. So you don't have to just keep on mailing yourself or take that file in the pen drive, and then when you are not able to retrieve that file, you don't have to worry about anything. You have to just keep your files on Google Drive. That's it. So you can access it anywhere. Does this sound okay for you? Should we go ahead, or anybody wants to stop me and have some question? Why, what, when, where? Am I too fast?
No, ma'am, it's okay.
Okay, okay, fine. Now, if everybody can see, I'll just try to click on the, see what I did. This is my Gmail option. This is the waffle option. I'll open it. I'm going to go on Google Docs. Right, you can see my screen where I have put this Google Docs. There are some kind of, say, options where you can see this looks like a Word file. Now what do you use a Microsoft Word file? It is a similar type or kind of it. I've much more advanced than it. Some are easy features to it. Okay, so don't worry about all these things now. Okay, that will the features will be there, will my file will look the same, everything is almost the same and much more advanced. Okay, now if I click on this, it says start a new document. So you are opening a new document. When you are clicking Word file, what it comes, see, new file. So you, there's a blank document. It is similar to that, nothing new into it, or nothing that you have to take an advanced, what we can say, a tutorial or a training for it. You just go on Google, type your Google Docs for beginners, and you will able to see, catch this
Excuse me,
what we can
ma'am.
say, Google using of Google Docs in a very easy manner. Yes, somebody wants to talk.
Ma'am, your mail screen is visible, and
Yeah.
the work you are doing is not visible, ma'am. Actually, the Word document which you have shown.
Okay. Just a second. I have not shared the entire thing or what? Just a second. I'll do what I'll do. I'll share my entire screen so that I can toggle entire screen. Now it is okay. I'm extremely sorry for that.
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am,
Yes.
it is visible.
Okay, good. Okay. This was what is happening. This was my email. I went from here and I said Google Sheets is similar to to Microsoft Excel. Google Docs is similar to Microsoft Words. And where is the slides? Okay, slides. I can just I'll just put it here. We can just shift from anywhere. Okay. So Google has given all those flexibility options. So this is Drive. This is Sheets similar to Excel. This is Docs, which is similar to Microsoft Word. This is Slides similar to PowerPoint presentation, and rest other functions you almost all you know it. Okay, and there are other kind of options in the drive in this drive feature, if you say, where you can easily access to your calendar, your chat options, which are all the features of your what we can say Google. Okay, also if you want to download some add-on options, say if I want to use mail merge, I have to send 100 emails to like Swati ma'am, or say your faculty coordinators want to send one email to everybody, so she don't have to keep on sending each and every mail to tie a draft for everybody, or copy paste the text and then change the name. Oh, I missed the same missed one name. She doesn't have to do. She can use mail merge. So there are different kinds of add-on options which are given by what we say Google to us in a very simplified manner, and everything is in a tutorial manner, so we can learn it, we can check it, and nothing that we cannot retrieve the files. You just give a try and error, and you can retrieve the work which you have done earlier and move forward with trying new things also. Is it okay now? Yeah, you have to talk to
Yes,
me,
ma'am.
okay? Otherwise, I'll get bored. We have to handle each other 2 hours. Okay, so this is my I'll just go again and do it for you because it was not visible. I go and open up here. I open this. So this is Google Docs now. Is it visible? Yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now, if you see, I'll just open my Microsoft Word. This is my Word, and this is how my blank documents look. Okay. Similar, this also looks. If I click on blank, see here, when I click on Google Docs, I click on blank. Okay. Now this looks same. There's no difference. If you could see file menu, edit menu, view, all the toolbars, everything is same. Okay, there are much more advanced features. We can do that also. Okay. So what has happened here, it is this function is an auto function where whatever you type and it gets saved. See, it is showing here. Everybody is seeing where it is saved. Save to drive. I just type something and see what is saved. Save, so you can go and check where it is saved. It will be saved in your drive in the recent fold, in the recent thing, and also the version wise it saves. So if you want to retrieve the earlier version, you can get the earlier version also. Whatever you do, that particular moment it gets saved. It is called as real time saving, so you don't have to worry at all about the saving or data missing or any data loss. You don't have to worry about anything. I hope this is okay. Oh, I have
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
participants.
ma'am.
I should ask 100 questions now. So you all respond. Okay. Fine. Now in this Google option, first thing what you should do always is give the name. So if I'm doing this case study, I was recently writing a case study. I'll tell you. Okay. Case study. So I have written this case study. Okay. So what happens? This case study is a name given to file. How you rename a file in the Word file? If you go this Word file, mm, I just what I do save as, and I just rename it. So wherever I want to put, I'll just change this as case study. Okay, and it gets saved similar to this, but this whatever is saving, it is saving in my desktop, in my computer laptop. I cannot share it to somebody. If I want to share, I have to email it, I have to attach it and I email it. Okay, but whereas when I'm using this Word file in Google Drive, I just saved in my drive, and if I go and I want to just see where it is in my drive. Okay, everybody see this? I'm going drive, I will check. Oh, let's find. Oh, this is the file. Can everybody see now? Case study. This was the file which I just saved, so I can retrieve it. Now if I want to just I had some work, I have to leave house, and I reach my work college. Okay, so immediately I went to college and I want to check this file. I just did some work, I had some kind of thought in the my mind, I typed it, and I didn't have to save it. It was in my Google Drive, I know it. So I just immediately went to my college, I just opened my drive and I checked, it was already there. Okay, and who has typed this? Dr. Jyotsna Golhar. So the author means the drive whose name is, whose email with you have logged in the drive, that email, that name will always be displayed here. Is that digestible what I'm saying? Are you able to get in?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now if this is done, this every entire process is what we can say drafting or write typing is done. Now you have different options here, so you can use you can share the file. I'll tell you how to do it. You can rename, you can move, you can add a shortcut to drive that you want to, you have n number of files in there. Now this is I've erased because I wanted a clean folder, otherwise I have 100 files in my drive. So what happens now, these are different kinds of files which are there in my drive, everybody can see. Okay, so what happens, this I've created just now, so it also gives me timeline when it is saved, who has saved it, and everything. So what happens if you want to create a folder, I have created one folder here. So it is my Six Sigma repository which I was doing with Stride. So what happens, I can make folders in it and I can save it. So it is not that, oh, I have to toggle between my files. It is nothing rocket science what we are to learn about Google Docs. It is very simple, anybody and everybody can do it. It is just like when demonetization happened, everybody started using Paytm, so nobody was like taught how to be used. Just they just played with it and everybody could catch up with the Android functions. Similarly, when we know how to use other functions on Google, the same way we are able to just match between Microsoft Words and Google Slides, Google Docs, and Google what we can say sheets. Okay, now when I create this file, I can see this, it is saved on my drive, and you can use it from anywhere. Now I'll tell you how to share a file. Okay, now when I'm typing something, okay, now I want to share this file. So what I'll do, I'll share this file. Okay, so I want to share with others. I'll go again. When you want to share a file, what does share means? Can anybody tell me? Participant please, not the faculties, because the faculties are trying to respond.
Share with the colleague
The workshop
so that he
interactive.
can also edit.
Yes, Dipanshu.
Share with the colleague so that he can also edit the file.
Yes. And have you done this before? Are you using this feature?
I earlier used it when I was preparing
Huh.
a question paper with my
Oh,
colleague. So
oh,
we,
very good. And don't share with your students, huh?
yes,
They will also be able to see it. Good. What? Why you were sharing it with your colleague, so that he can also edit, you can also edit, and you both can see the real time what we can say editing, saving, and retrieving of the file can be possible. So what happens if I'm writing a case study? I recently was writing a case study, and I and one of my co-authors, we were trying to edit on it. We were sharing the file. We were discussing many things. So whenever she used to get time, because of the different time zones, we were trying to match with the time zones and trying to work on our files. So what happens, the person should have a Gmail account, so that becomes an easy with it. Okay, so I go here, I share with others. So whatever documents are there you have selected, that can be shared. Now it asks you, first this gives you an option, share case study. So this is the document. Why case study? Because the name I have given to it. So this is a case study name. Okay, you have to add peoples. So automatically what happens, these are the peoples which are there in my file, or what I can say my what contact list, they are easily popped up. So I just recently wanted to share some file with say one of my colleague who we are working on a case study. So I just select her. Okay, okay, and if I want to tell her right now that I have shared to a file, she will, when she will log in her Gmail, she will get to know it. But if I want to just tell her, so it will pop in her messages. So what will happen, if I don't want, I can notify people. Or if I don't want to do this sending an email, I can just copy this link. So you can just click copy, and then you can go on your Gmail and you can just paste. Sorry, I can just paste it here. Okay, I hope you are getting it. Okay, so this is a link which can be used for accessing the file anywhere. See what I did? I just opened normal Google and I pasted that link. She can open it anywhere. Okay, when she doesn't have to do anything, because what I have done, I have shared the file with her. Right? So this is an option. Now there is one more option. Is this okay till now, till here, or am I too fast?
It's okay, ma'am.
Okay. Now there is an option of here editor, viewer, and commenter. Now I don't want any thing to be edited by Vaibhavi ma'am. So I just say no. You are just a viewer. You cannot edit it. Okay, I want you to view also and edit also. So when you edit, you will definitely view it, so you don't have to do anything, you just go and do editor. So she gets all the options of editing the file, and as well as we are commenting on wherever she's doing any changes onto it. Is it okay? Now what happens, this is the what we can say empowerment which Google helps us, that you were collaborative, but I don't want anything or any what we can say changes to be done by my colleague. So now what somebody was telling me, yes, Dipantu was telling us that I was making a question paper, and he shared with his colleague, okay, so that he can also add. But now Dipanshu decided that he wanted to make a questionnaire, but his colleague should only view it. He cannot edit it. So what he'll do, he will go in the options and he will make that option of changing. He can be only viewer and not the editor. So automatically what happens, Google gives you empowerment that you can work collaborative with these advanced features. So you're sharing a file, but the other person can only just view it. Okay, now what happens when these things are happening? Now you'll say I am also typing there, the person is also typing. Yes, it is happening real time and you can do it. Okay, now whatever changes are you both are doing it, they both will be saved. Only if the other person is editor, he can edit it. Also there is an option of commenter. Okay, if you could see, there's a commenter option. So she can view the file and she can make comments. Okay, so I give her the rights of only commenter. Okay, so what will happen in the commenter, whatever comments she said, they will be popped up. Okay, so this is, I'm discarding, I don't want to share the file with her. Now I'll show you, this was the file which was we were doing it. Okay, so this was the file which I had opened yesterday. So when I had opened it, when I had opened it in last week, which I opened it last month, so all this real time displays are given by Google. So this was the case study which I am writing, which is now yet not yet published. But what happened when we were doing it, we had written given them the draft one because we had wanted to share it with the industry with which whom we are writing. Now, if you could see, the last edit was 8 days ago. Everybody can see this. So I've not done any editing. I'm just showing you for us example. So this was the file which was saved last edit 8 days ago. Okay. If you want to see what versions I have used, I don't want to see this last edit. I want to see the last first file which I want to do. So I can just click on this. So you will get the first file. You know, it looks different. And who has done it? Okay, this was done by this was done by this. So it is showing. Now what happened, I was doing this A26 man. Now these versions you don't have to save anywhere, or you don't have to create multiple files in your desktop. It saves so much of time. Okay, for using the latest file, also you can retrieve your older files, older versions. Now I want to go and check this file. This was the file which with some changes was done by my colleague Ms. Vaibhavi, and she had done these changes. So you could see these are the comments. So this is how comments are written. So she commented on it and I later checked it. Can you see the name of the author above?
Yes,
Are the
ma'am.
bots alive?
Yes, 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 madam.
Thank you. This gives me energy. Otherwise, I'll go to bed. If I'll keep talking alone. So what happens? These are the editing. So you don't have to save these files, and you will automatically you can retrieve any file. Okay. Then she did some changes, I did some changes, and then we kept on doing it. At the same moment, also we kept on doing changes. Okay. So we were at what time we did the changes. So I know if she has done. No, I want to see. This is my latest file. Okay, this was done. I want to see did by boy ma'am did something anything. So I'll go and check this. No, only I have done it. So my name is there, and this it is green dot because we are online and I'm online and she is not, so it is purple dot there. That's it. That's the only difference. So on which date everything is can be seen. Okay, and you can also see all versions here. Also, if you have named the version, many times we name the versions. Okay, so you can see with the version name also. This is how the entire collaborative feature of Google works. So you don't have to do anything with respect to email using your files again and again as an attachment to the email. Just share the files, and you can do with n number of people. Okay, and you can restrict the usage. You can make somebody as editor. You can say make somebody as your what we can say commenter, and you can try to just use the files together. I hope this sounds correct, interesting now, and you will try to use as much as possible. Also, make sure that whenever you are alone, also doing anything, right? Say you have just started writing a literature review for your paper, or for your thesis, you have just started writing introduction. Make sure you use Google Docs. This whatever Google Docs means. This why I'm telling you to use this, because it will help you in retrieving older versions, and also you can see your past work, your latest file, and you don't have to save anywhere. And sometimes you are just watching television and you think, oh, I'm just getting this thought, and I just want to pen it down. So you can just open your file on your mobile, and you, if you have a Gmail and sign in there where you have access, you can have an access to drive there, and you can just do it. It sounds very good, interesting, saves time, and irritates with those again and again retrieving the same files, go to that same PC again. So this is how the Google Sheets work. Now, if you can see the version, there's hardly anything which you, I'm sorry, there's hardly anything which you cannot use it. So there are features like, if you could see, new open file, make a copy, you can make a file, you can share this file, what I said, you can email this file, so directly you can email. Or if you have, I have not shared this file, therefore this is not activated. This is a email collaborator. So whatever collaborative you'll share with them, it automatically you can get an option here. You can also download this file in different formats, so I don't have to go and sit and convert this files, go to my PDF, different kinds of say converters, or word to PDF, or word, whatever it is. You have to just go and download in the respective format. You can rename the file, you can move the file from your drive. See here, I have to just move this file somewhere else, or I want to move this file here. You can just toggle between the files. So this flexibility is very good, very handy, and it saves a lot of time. Okay, there are different features available here. Whatever we have, you have page setup here. So if you could just go see, there is nothing different. Only it may look different, or you're using it not often as word, so you will find it little bit what we can say new. But once you start using it, it will nothing be new. So you have all the same. Now A4 size will be same wherever you use it. It is universal. So just click on it and you will get the same size. You can have a whole document, you can do it for a selected document. For some pages you can do landscape. So whatever options you can also have for pageless options. So this is, and you can also save them as a default, what we can do in your Word file. Okay, Microsoft Word. So there's nothing. Then there is an edit options, so you can use them. So these are the features which we can undo, redo, same thing, paste, and paste without formatting. If you want to just select a text and paste it in the same format, you can do it. Or if you can paste, you can do with the retain text as it is possible. Then there are different kinds of views, so editing, suggesting, viewing, so you can just do in that way also. Okay, so if you can go here, I have to go back and view, and you can see editing option. So I get an editing option. I am the editor myself, so I don't require this editing option. Suggesting. So if I'm good, you are suggesting. I'm suggesting something. So that can suggesting to whom it will go, to the person with whom I have shared. Okay. So shared with one person. If you go, you can see this file is shared with somebody. Should I click this? So it will show I have shared with this. So who I share? Who with them shared? So people with access. This is me. This is you. Therefore, and I'm the owner because it is. I have created the file. I have made her editor, so it is showing editor. Okay, you can transfer the ownership. Ownership transfer means I want to be owner. I've created the file, but now I want everything webhome to be done. So I can just transfer the ownership. You go here and you transfer the ownership. Well, I feel no. I had a fight with Webber. I don't want to do. I don't want her to be my co-author now. So I can remove access also. So all these functions, which are normal for a user to have in his mind and are required while working, while collaborating, these features are imbibed by Google anywhere, everywhere you access your files from. Okay, this is done. Now, what I was saying, so this is what this feature is. Then you can have a print layout, you can have an outline, everything. So this is how what I've created. This is a print layout. I've done it. Now, if you say insert, so this is the function similar to what we use in Word. If you go, you have insert files. See, this is horizontal. There it is vertical. So there is nothing. Picture, clip arts, everything is there. I'll go here. Where is my only internet option? That internet should be available. That is the only requirement. Rest everything is. So you see image similarly, and you can upload it from your drive. You can upload. Why this photos is there? Because it is a feature of Google, so you can directly import from there. Okay, by URL. If you want to have some kind of, say you found something on Google, and you can just put it on the link there. So on web, if you want to take it from camera, you can put, I want to just take my own photo right now, so I can just click on camera and it will be taken by the PC with a, or a desktop with a webcam, or with a laptop which has an imbibed webcam into it. Okay, then you can insert a table. If you could see, there is nothing rocket science into it. Just you can insert a normal table, you can have all the features which are there required, and you can edit it. Okay, so these are the features which can be used in your normal Microsoft Word file also. Okay, now you can have different kinds of table templates, so you don't have to go sit and make a table. You can directly go, oh, I want to make a product roadmap, so it will give you different kinds of features. So what I'll do, I'll show you. It suggests you a lot of things. Okay, insert table, and it gives me for everything. There are 10 different kinds of templates I can directly use from it. Okay, so this is a template which is ready made, which is installed in Google's databases, so you can directly use it. And you can just type here, this is a type, this is my research workshop, research 1. Okay, this is research 2, I'm doing it. Okay, now this is in progress. This was product has not started yet, and this is already launched. Now there are any related files, I can just type here. I can just select the border if I want. So this is how I can do it. Fine. So these are different kinds of features which are as a template which are there, and you can use it. Whereas in Microsoft Word, if you go, you have to insert table, and I will insert the table, and then there are different kinds of smart options. So here it is, they have also created kind of different kinds of smart options, and there you can insert the table, but those interactive features will be missing here. You have to add them separately through pivot tables or other features which are there through Microsoft, but here they have given us very good options. Okay, um there are insert bar. Now if I say insert a bar chart, okay, I want to insert a bar chart. Okay, I've inserted a bar chart. Now what happens, I have created some kind of file in my drive. There is a file which where I've created an Excel file because my responses have been collected. Okay, and from wherever my responses have collected, I have tried to put them in the automatically those were collected in an Excel sheet. Now what I do, I want to take from those sheets. So what happened, it will take from that sheet. So okay, so I will do this. So it starts select this file, so it will automatically make a chart for me. So now there are different questions in it. So now I've given this, so automatically it has linked to my spreadsheet. So now I will import this chart. Select this. As soon as I select this, it will import, and I can directly import that chart. I've selected radar chart because I've got working on radar chart. Radar chart helps in finding out me the gaps where the strongly disagree, and there is a gap between the next response which is close to it. So this is how I can use my responses from there into my research paper. So I don't have to go and copy paste again as you do normal in Word file. Word file is different, Excel sheet is different. You copy paste from there, and then you start doing it. Here you it is automatic. You have to just link your responses into your Word file. Is this okay till now, or any problems, or any questions, any doubts, or any you want to share something? Okay. keep use different features. There are different kinds of features, smileys. If you're not okay, you can use an angry smiley. Just keep on sharing it, okay, so that I can understand you are there. Okay. Now, if you could go, there are different kinds of emojis options. These are different kinds of you just toggle it and use it. Now there's a watermark option. Now if you could see, I've used a watermark option. This is my college name, Vidyalankar Institute of Technology. Sorry, which you can see grid. This we have put it so that there should be no kind of say copies. If you are making a copy, we want our name to be returned in, and we have also copyrighted it. So there is this option of copyrighted we have given. So there are same features which you can use in Word. They are used it. They can be accessed here also. There are special characters. There is a drop down. There are different kinds of features. Then there is a format which we already have. It is like page orientation, headers and footers, bullets and numbering. Everything is there. Paragraph style is also there. Tools are there. Different kinds of tools which help you in understanding the word count. Actually, in Microsoft Word, you can in the bottom you get what is the word count, but here you have to just click on it, and these are the four options, and you can get it what is the word count. So it will tell you this kind of a good feature. It tells you pages, words, characters, and so it gives you more advanced feature. There it only gives you word count, okay. So characters, if any spaces, because most of the time when you're writing a word for a research paper, they ask you the abstract should be limited to these number of words or something, okay. So this becomes an easy feature. And what I was telling you. Okay, now these are different kinds of add-ons. So you can just get on you add-ons. So these are the options which are given by Google. They are all registered with Google. Okay, some are with price, some are without price. So if you go our option, there are any free of charge and paid. So these are the options which are using. Like I use sometimes Lucid Chart because I want some kind of advanced charts to be made for my research papers. So I can use Lucid Chart, MathStype. So there are different types of available. You don't have to go download that file, make there or something. You can get these add-ons. Some are chargeable, some are charged, and some are not charged. So this is there. Spell right is a very good option which you are using for having some kind of say grammatical error check in your files. So this will help you in easily doing it, okay. So these are different. You can have n number of things. This was I was talking about, that if Swati ma'am wants to send email to all the participants sometime, and